Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a whirlwind tour through the vast and fascinating history of Canada. From its ancient roots to the vibrant, multicultural nation it is today, Canada's story is one of resilience, exploration, and the coming together of peoples. So grab a maple latte, get comfy, and let's dive in. Our story begins thousands of years ago, long before the first European ships spotted its shores. The land we now call Canada was home to a rich tapestry of indigenous peoples. From the Haida on the Pacific coast, known for their stunning totem poles, to the Iroquois Confederacy in the east. And the Inuit in the Arctic, these First Nations developed complex societies, trade networks, and deep spiritual connections to the land. They were the original stewards of this territory, and their cultures form the bedrock of Canada's heritage. Then, in the late 15th century, a new chapter began. European explorers, initially searching for a northwest passage to Asia, arrived. John Cabot, sailing for England, reached the coast in 1497. But it was the French who established the first permanent settlements. In 1608, Samuel de Champlain founded Quebec City, establishing the heart of New France. This kicked off the lucrative fur trade, a pivotal industry that forged complex relationships, sometimes cooperative, sometimes conflicted, between European traders and indigenous nations. For the next century and a half, Britain and France vied for control of North America. This rivalry culminated in the 7 Years' War. The decisive Battle of the Plains of Abraham in 1759, right outside Quebec City, saw the British defeat the French. The Treaty of Paris in 1763 officially ceded New France to Britain. To manage their new French-speaking Catholic population, the British passed the Quebec Act of 1774, which protected French language, civil law, and religion, a foundational step towards Canada's bilingual identity. Fast forward to the 19th century. After the American Revolution, many Loyalists fled north, boosting the English-speaking population. Tensions grew, leading to the desire for more self-governance. The solution? Confederation. On July 1, 1867, the British North America Act was passed, uniting 4 provinces, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia, into the Dominion of Canada. This date, now celebrated as Canada Day, marked the birth of the country as we know it, with Sir John A. Macdonald as its first Prime Minister. The new country had a vision, to stretch from sea to sea. This ambition drove the construction of the Canadian Pacific Railway, a monumental feat of engineering that physically linked the country and spurred settlement in the West. As Canada expanded, it welcomed waves of immigrants from around the world, each group adding their own thread to the national fabric. The 20th century tested the young nation. Canada made significant contributions in both world wars, forging a distinct identity on the global stage, separate from Britain. The post-war era brought economic prosperity, the creation of a social safety net, including universal health care, and the adoption of the iconic maple leaf flag in 1965. However, this period also saw a growing push for recognition of Quebec's unique culture, known as the Quiet Revolution, and a rising consciousness of the injustices faced by Indigenous peoples. In 1982, Canada fully patriated its constitution from Britain, adding the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, which protects the fundamental rights of all Canadians. In recent decades, the country has continued to grapple with its past, embarking on a path of truth and reconciliation with Indigenous communities. And that brings us to today. Modern Canada is a multicultural mosaic, a country defined by its vast, beautiful landscapes, its 2 official languages, and its commitment to values like peace, order, and good government. It's a story that's still being written, shaped by everyone who calls this place home. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey through Canadian history. If you found this interesting, please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Let me know in the comments what part of Canadian history fascinates you the most. Until next time, take care.